Oh man, what is up, y'all? Welcome back to Bandit Bill Outdoors. So as you can see today, we're back with the tobacco plants that we planted a couple weeks ago. It's been probably 3 or 4 weeks now, and so we're gonna want to go through and thin these out to like the three most dominant plants, I guess. Um, as you can see, this side over here, these ones grew a lot more. So we're gonna really need to be careful getting these out because we don't want to damage all the plants. But we're gonna start kind of back here. We want to keep, 3 plants right now, let them grow, and then we'll eliminate 2 of those and just pick the strongest one towards the end. So I'm just gonna go through and gently, with tweezers, pick these out and kind of weed them down, thin them out, whatever you want to call it. So that's just what I'm going to be doing real quick. So this is step number 2 in the process. We're probably a little long on some of these because these are pretty thick and there's quite a few. They're getting pretty decently sized, but these ones here, we can go ahead. These are probably perfect in this area. So we're just going to go ahead and dive in. And you also want to try to save the ones that are more central, more towards the center of the plant. As you can see, these 2 here have gotten kind of twisted from 2 different pods, which is not ideal. So this one's growing on the outside here, so we're not going to want those. So these are very fragile plants, I guess. So you just want to be careful going through here, taking these out. I'm going to take both of these out actually, because you don't want to break any of the ones you're leaving in there, because and then obviously you're losing a plant there. See, like right there, I only was trying to pull one and it was tangled with another and just pulled the second one. It's definitely not what I wanted to do. So we left 2 intact there. I was trying to leave 3, but this one I might have messed up. So it's just a being careful game, I guess. There's a couple down in where the water sits. Must have, when I poured it on there, must have came off. This one. And I've been rotating these, so I don't know how. The ones I planted over here, these 2 varieties just must come up a lot quicker than the other varieties, or have a better germination rate or something, I don't know. But I'm wondering, so I've been rotating this so it gets the same amount of sun ish. So I'm wondering if maybe this side's just gotten a lot more sun. I don't know. All right, this is just real tedious. Trying to get all these little plants out of the bigger ones. All right, so we just finished thinning those all out. So maybe as you can see here, there's 2 or 3 plants in each little pod. So we're gonna let these keep growing for another week or 2, and then as they grow a little bit bigger, we'll find the most dominant one in each pod and leave it. Oh, I gotta thin this one out still yet. One pod left to thin out. But essentially when we find the most dominant one, we will leave it. And so each pod will just have one plant, and we'll switch it from this to a little bit bigger pots and let those keep growing a little bit stronger. Right now they'd get smashed outside and stuff. So we want them to be able to thrive outdoors, which they can only do if they have sustained themselves. I'll thin out this last one here, and then we will add a little bit of water here and put the top on so it can do the greenhouse effect thingamajig, do its thing. Set it back in front of the window and make sure that we're checking on it, seeing what happens. So I'll give you a little close-up view here of what it looks like, and we'll get it capped, get it back in front of the window, and let it keep growing. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Continue to follow along as we continue to grow the tobacco. Here soon, hopefully in the next couple weeks, we'll be transplanting it outside, which will be a lot more fun and actually be outdoors and growing. But right now it's just trying to get all these little seedlings to sprouts and such to grow and get a little bit bigger. Oops. Definitely not what I wanted to do. So we're gonna let these keep growing. As you can see, we thinned out quite a few little plants. So I'd say the germination rate of these seeds was pretty high, as we got quite a few plants. Must have got happy and put 25 in that one. I picked quite a bit of these out of that, a couple of these here. But yeah, just goes to show how fragile these are, though. As you're pulling one or two, you'll get another one. So just be very careful if you're doing this yourself. But yeah, I'm gonna keep growing these. Thanks for tuning in, and hopefully we'll see you guys on the next one. And don't forget to explore the outdoors.